To Martha Teichner now with a look at a father and son duo who managed to transform the flavor of their relationship from bitter to sweet.
Lastly, we have
Honey.
honey. Are you calling me honey?
Oh, yes.
All right.
The peacemaking power of food.
All right, let's rock and roll. It's shrimp time.
Take one, Mark.
It was fully on view as Kevin Pang
Dun, 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 dun.
and his dad, Jeffrey, prepared to shoot an episode of their YouTube show. Hunger Pangs. Hunger Pangs.
Honey water shrimp is your mom's favorite. So that's why I come up with this recipe, is because I want to make your mom happy.
All these shrimp.
Working through their recipe for honey walnut shrimp at the studios of America's Test Kitchen in Boston, where the show was produced.
You want to toss it?
You'd never know that it's taken more than 30 years to get to this point.
If you were an immigrant kid, you're living in America, you do everything that you can to fit in, to try to be American, and part of that is rebelling against your childhood, against your culture.
And what happened to your relationship with your dad?
It deteriorated, and it's because I refused to speak Chinese at home.
Kevin Pang was 6 when the family emigrated from Hong Kong to Toronto, eventually moving to Seattle, where Jeffrey opened an export business.
My language is a big barrier for me. I don't know how to talk to my son because he very quickly entered into this Western world.
The slightest provocation, I think, would set things off. And look, you have two headstrong males, it just makes for a pretty fiery situation.
Over time, contact between them became a perfunctory weekly phone call.
Just say hi and bye, no fighting.
That is, until Kevin became a food writer for the Chicago Tribune.
I had a reason now to call my pops and say, hey, what is red braised pork belly? Now we'd have these half-hour conversations.
And then, in 2012, to Kevin Pang's amazement, his food-loving dad took to YouTube. 2.2 million views and counting, with Chinese cooking demonstrations, punctuated with nods to a shared history Kevin had ignored. Everything he could never say in person flooded out in a New York Times article in 2016.
To bare my soul in front of my family, it's just this inconceivable, just horrific idea. But to do so in a national newspaper, I have no problem with that.
Jeffrey Pang's response?
Hi, Kevin. This is a good and true story. Thank you. Call me sometime. Dad.
Now,
We make fried chicken with shrimp paste. It is fantastic.
father and son reminisce their way through Asian markets.
Okay, here we go.
And of course, they cook.
Eggs. Give it a smell, Martha.
Kevin finally gets that with each ingredient, each dish, they're retelling their story, preserving it.
So this is the book.
Yes.
For a year before they left Hong Kong in 1988,
And then some kind of dessert
Catherine and Jeffrey Pang collected family recipes,
from his parents, my parents, and all the relatives.
afraid they would lose their heritage.
I still can recall the moment they taught us how to cook a specific dish. It's our treasure.
Some of those recipes have found their way into the cookbook. Jeffrey and Kevin Pang published together.
Yes.
This was the moment
Yeah, what do you think?
they saw a finished copy
So good.
Yeah?
for the first time last fall.
Today, my dreams come true.
Food is our common language. That's the language that we speak. That's what we can talk about. And who would have thought?